Good afternoon, y'all. Welcome to another video on the Luderco Arms channel. Today we are going to take a look at this Smith & Wesson M&P. This is going to be a Shield EZ NTS. So the difference is between a Shield EZ NTS and the Shield EZ is the NTS is no thumb safety. So in the box we've got the pistol, and they've got an Allen wrench and your manual, spare magazine, and one of those safety lock things. So we will get this out of its packaging. Now this has been fired. This was purchased by a customer of mine, and they thought they were ordering a 380, but they ordered a 9 by mistake, and so they ordered a 380, and I bought the 9 from them because, hey, why not? I don't have one, and now I do. So this is it. First thing, we will drop the magazine. Now, I've already done all this off camera before, but now we know it's empty and safe. Put that right there. So the biggest difference with this as opposed to a Shield EZ is instead of having the thumb safety, this has a grip safety on the back. So you have to squeeze that in with your hand in order to fire. It's a little stiff for being brand new. So that works like that. So if that's not squeezed in, it will not fire. You have to squeeze that in, then it will fire. So there is no safety lever. You got your magazine drop right here on the side. Magazine's drop free. Sorry about that. So the magazine will hold 8 rounds and 1 in the chamber for a total of 9 rounds. And the magazine itself has, I think you can pull that down to the bottom. I saw the cutout there. I thought maybe you could, nope, it won't do it. But that's so it's easier to load. Alright, and that is it for controls on this thing. It's got a little piece of rail on the front. Sights are standard 3 dots. They are not luminescent. They're not night sights. They do line up nicely though. I don't know if you can see through that through the, it's hard for me to look through the camera and see them, but alright, y'all, I gotta interject here because when I was editing this, I remembered that I forgot to show one other feature that this pistol has. So I've got a snap cap. We'll load into the magazine and put it in here and rack it, and you will see this piece right here sticks up. That is your loaded chamber indicator. So you see it sticking up, you can feel it. That tells you that there is a round in the chamber. So if we rack the slide again, spit that round out, you'll see that that piece is no longer sticking up. Load that snap cap back in, and you can see it sticking up. It's loaded chamber indicator. So now back to the rest of the video. So to field strip this, take it apart. First you're going to make sure it's clear. Obviously we have done that already. Now if you've got one of the EZs with the thumb safety, it's the same basic setup to do this. So you're going to put the slide to the rear and put the slide lock on, and then take this lever right here where my thumb is and move it downwards like so, and then you can slide the slide right off of the frame, and then on the slide you can pull your recoil spring out and then lift your barrel out, and that is fully field stripped. You can do your cleaning, your lubrication, whatever you need to do. You get ready to go put it back together, you're going to take your barrel and insert it in your slide, and then you're going to take your recoil spring. Now something to note on this recoil spring, if you look at the end of this, two sides are rounded and two sides are flat. When you put it back in the slide, the rounded parts go up and down as you're looking at it right here. So when you lay it in there and put it in there, the rounded part needs to be right here at the top or at the bottom. It goes up and down. The flat parts go to the sides. It's kind of counterintuitive because you would think the flat part would go down, but it does not. The round part. And then you simply line your slide back up. Now if you have one of these, when you're assembling and disassembling, you want to make sure that you are not pushing this grip safety down. And the reason why is because if you watch right here, see that raising up? So if you're holding on to this handle, you can't get this back on. It's got to be down. So get your slide lined up, lock it in place, move your lever back, hit your unlock, and there you go. Simple as that. Simple as that. Not too shabby. So this is the one and only auto-loading Smith that I own. I own several revolvers, but I've sold a bunch of or transferred a bunch of these, and I've worked on a few of them, but I've never owned one. So this is the first one I've owned. So the grip safety is not bad, and yeah. And one thing about it too is I have noticed that the trigger pull on this thing with the grip safety is not terrible. Not terrible at all. Much better than a lot of carry guns. So that is the Smith & Wesson Shield EZ, the M&P9 NTS. No thumb safety. So if you get the one that's not NTS, then it has a thumb safety, it doesn't have the grip safety. NTS has this grip safety and no thumb safety. That's the difference between them. So if you're looking at ads and it's a Shield EZ NTS, know that that's going to have the grip safety. So if you don't like grip safeties, that's not the one you want. Anyways, that's about it. It's pretty nice little pistol. I've shot a magazine through it earlier today, and I'm thinking that will make another fine addition to my carry options. So that's it for this video, short and sweet. If If you got any questions, feel free to ask in the comments. If you got a gun you want me to try to find to look at, or you got some other gun question, you can always ask in the comments. And we will see you in the next video. Appreciate y'all watching, and y'all have a good one.